Hello my dear students, welcome to this English translation tutorial. I am going to teach you translation. Some students do not know how to start or where to start. What sort of words use in English translation? This tutorial is nothing for the high students but who do not know about the translations. Suppose you have purchased a new kind of vehicle before operating systems and you have learned all its accessories and functions, otherwise you cannot operate. Just a simple for you. It's simple examples. If you ask, can you prefer tea? I think you must all say yes, sir. Then I will ask, what sort of things you take? On the answer, you will tell, sir, tea, sugar, water, salt, and only this much you will tell. But mind it gives you the not fulfill or making a tea. Such things to make a tea you cannot make because you have not told all its requirement, that is equal to suspense or container or gas. Like that, there's some certain procedure to make a translation. Before going to start a translation, first of all we should know certain rules and important parts of a sentence, which is very important. A sentence can comprise through this procedure, that is equal to subject, verb and object. And this is the procedures where it lies. It is the basic principle of forming a translation. So, how to start these functions, which are subject, verb, object, and this is the most important factor to identify. For examples in Odia, Rama bhato khai. In this Odia sentence, which is the subject, the verb and object, after detecting such words, then we can proceed to translate. So, how can you know or detect such words? Before going to the procedures, I am intimating that in Odia sentence, 99.5% in Odia sentence, the verb is in the last part of the sentence. So, it can easily choose by anybody else. Examples, Rama bhato khai. Khai. Khai is the last part of the Odia sentence. So we choose that khai is a verb. It is always detected. Suppose you will ask me, sir, if the last part of the sentence is verb, then what will happen in the case of another sentence? Rama gotiye bhalo pila. Then you will automatically tell that pila is the verb. No. Here the verb is in absent conditions. So that Rama gote bhalo pila ote. Ote is the kriya. Ote is the verb. So it can be detected in not all sentences. So overall in 99.5% of the Odia, the verb is the last part of the sentence. Do you follow me? Let us start the procedure. How we can get the words? By questioning who in the sentence this subject can get. In any sentence, any kind of sentence, if we questions who, then the answer arises, and that answer is the meant as subject or in Odia Karta. After getting the subjects or Ramo, what activity or performing he does, we can get that verb. After the asking his performance or activity, we can get the verb. Ramo bhato khai. What does Ram do? Here question arises khai or eats or eat. Lastly, with the both subject and verb, we can get differently questions and what, which, why, how, when. In this way, after questioning this type of WH words, and we can follow the answers, and the answer will lies in the object part of the sentence. When we ask different questions, after that subject and verb, after getting that subject and verb, automatically these words will lie in the object position. So this is the procedure to get subject, verb and object. It is very easy procedure. So we have to follow this procedure in every type of sentence in Odia, by which we can easily translate, we can easily detect what is the subject, what is the verb and what is the object. Yes, my dear students, already we have detected by how can get the subject, verb and object in a common sentence. But it's the questions, it is a matter how we have to form that transitions, by how we have to form that procedures. There are some another phonetic sounds in present aspect. Suppose A, O, A, U, T. It is the Odia phonetics, where the tense forms in translation procedure in the present simple. Mu jaye, the last phonetic sound is A. Mu jaye, A. Tume jao, A. Se janti, kimba semane janti, and T. The last part of the phonetic is T. Ambhe jau, U. These last phonetic sounds indicates the time and tense of a sentence. We can detect the time and tense from these last phonetic sounds. So it is the important first choose the tense verb belongs to which tense and aspect, and it is the most important part, the beginning part of a sentence. Yes. Also there are some other phonetic sounds to detect tense aspect. Examples: cha, A, A, O, T. It is indicates, this phonetic indicates of a verb belongs to present tense. The present tense verb carries the sound, last phonetic sound cha. तुमे खाइछ, तुमे जाइछ, तुमे आस, अ सेमान जाती, सेमाने खाती, सेमाने पढ़ती, सेमाने डियंती. These last phonetic sounds A, A, and T will automatically detect its a time and aspect and tense also. In this way, the verb, the sound which indicates law, तुमे गल, सेमाने गले, आंबे खाइलु, बसिलु, नाचिलु, and these type of phonetic sounds like law indicates the past tense. And also lastly, the sound of a verb resounds with ब बा बी तुमे जीव मु जीवी सेमाने जीवे आम्भे जीवु sorry. In this way, this bo ba be indicates the future tense. First of all, these sounds will detect the which tense it carries. And after that detection of the tense, then the next step is to calculate, to schedule the which aspect it arises. In which aspect? Aspect is main important to schedule the verb in the sentence. Rama bhato khai. Kha A stands in the present simple form. That present simple form is the main responsible of a beginning of a transition procedure. Do you follow me? In this way, the last phonetic sound represents the tense and aspect. And by that detections, we can follow our procedure, and automatically by the procedure of a subject, verb and object, and we can go on in that procedures. Do you follow me? Yes, my students. Now, finally we can frame a sentence. Rama bhato khai. How will you frame? First of all, after getting the verb, the last part of the sentence, it is automatically we detected there is verb. We can ask, we can questions on that sentence. Who? Always we questions who in different type of sentence, and the answer will lie the subject. Examples: Rama bhato khai. Kiye bhato khai? The answer is Rama. Then we totally get the verb. Get the subjects. Now after getting subject, the questions who, then it will go to the next step. What is the doer or subject doing or activity? What is the activity? The activity performs its verb. Verb is the activity word in Odia. Khaiba, piba, hasiba, nachiba, everything ba pratyaya in Odia, and all are belongs to a verb systems. Ramo kon kore, or what is the activity of a Ram? The answer automatically lies Ram eats. Kha a, that is equal to khai is the verb. We have already get the subject Ramo, the verb eat, and the last part is the object. After getting the subject and verb, and we have to questions with the subject and verb. Ramo kon khai. What does Ram eat? And that question's answer lies rice. Ram eats rice. What does Ram eat? The answer is rice. Rice is the object. Then after getting the subject and verb, if we questions what, whose, whom, why, how, when, after questioning that answer will automatically frame a longer sentence. In this way, the sentence can form. So, what happened to our transitions? Ram bhato khai, Ram eats rice. And this is the simple procedure of a beginning of a transition procedure. Do you follow me? In this way, if the sentence will be a lengthy, then the lengthy procedure will also be detected in the object session. In the object session, that questioning what, where, when, why, and how, etc. And I will remind it, in every sentence, the position of time always placed in the first or in the last position. There are also different words in the timing. Some starts with a beginning and also placed in the end part of the. Thank you very much. do follow me. And if you recover that idea about the translation, please subscribe me, and I will have another video how to, but what is the functions of a tense, how we can detect the tense, and tense is a what type of aspect and what is the function of aspect, how can know the aspect, the simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. I will teach you about that tense, about the tense. The next our topic will be published about the tense, different aspects. Thank you very much.